Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this three-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but first we'll take a look at the Topps Player Spotlight. Number 13, and I think it's clear why we're talking about him. He took home the AL Cy Young Award last year, and we can see him there receiving the award from his manager just a couple of moments ago. Afternoon baseball now on the show from Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Today it's the rubber match of this three-game series between the American League's Houston Astros and the Minnesota Twins. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. With that, we give you a look at A.J. Hinch's Astros lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's been a menace to opposing pitchers lately. He's hit 4 home runs in the last 10 ball games. He's shown that he's a serious power threat, so they better be careful not to leave any mistakes out over the plate.
And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. Jose Altuve makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Second baseman, number 27.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Eric, these Twins as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And it's been a little bit of a rocky start to the homestand. Just 1 win to show for their first 4 games. I think it starts with the pitching. They've got to get a good performance out of this starter if they want to turn around their fortunes.
Santana has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Eric, who stands out to you?
You know, I'm looking forward to seeing if that man hitting 8 can stay hot. He comes in among the AL leaders in batting average, so he's been swinging it very well all year. It'll be fun to watch him do his thing in this one.
Stay ahead.
Out in front of it, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here it comes, 0-2. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2. Our temperature 74 degrees as we get things started this afternoon. Chopped weakly to the left. Kloof has it. Throw gets him. 2 down. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Yeah, Matty, Trevor Kloof has really come into his own. He's a guy that can play both in the infield and the outfield, but really he thrives at the hot corner. He's got quick reactions, soft hands, just really makes it look easy out there.
Carlos Correa will stand in for the first time now, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those to the hitting table.
Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, overall, Parker is a solid umpire, but I have seen sometimes when there was some inconsistency calling the corners. As a pitcher, it seems he doesn't always give you the same spot when it's on the black.
Smoke toward third. Kloof fields it cleanly. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. So a fairly painless top of the first. And now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. Eduardo Nunez comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Eduardo Nunez.
And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, this is one of those guys that's got to keep the ball down in the strike zone. He's never going to overpower you. He just needs to use that sinking fastball and the changeup to get guys to hit the ball on the ground. Watch as this game goes along, the ground ball to fly ball ratio.
Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in that 6th spot. He's been a really tough out this year, bringing an on-base percentage over 400 into the game, so I have a feeling he could be a key player in this one when it's all said and done.
You can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Danny Santana is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. You have to figure that sinker's going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's his ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up a bit.
Hit in the air to left. Tucker over to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out. And with a quick breather here, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, George Springer has so many athletic talents. He's basically a 5-tool player. Defensively, he does so many things well, and it's allowed him to really impact this ball club.
Miguel Sano will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Into the windup and the pitch.
All right, come on
And a
now.
sinker
One time.
dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh?
Not close. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
2 out, nobody on.
Time. Here you go.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Oswaldo Arcia would be next if they can keep this inning alive.
Come on, kid. See and drive.
Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
First base runner of the ball game now for either team comes with 2 outs here in the home first. Now, with the cleanup guy due next, things all of a sudden could get a bit interesting.
Oswaldo Arcia will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
That's a 2-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
A runner on first with 2 away.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Yeah, see it, drive it. Let's go, big dog.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, this is a dangerous count here. You don't want to give in, but you sure don't want to walk him.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2.
Let her rip, let her rip.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. 1 left for Minnesota. After 1, no score. George Springer will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No one out now.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
The 0-1. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Here comes Arcia.
I got it. Mine, mine.
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth.
And you'll see where this pitch is. It's up, but it's up far enough that he can't quite get on top of it. And he winds up lifting a lazy fly ball.
Tom Noonan will dig in here, and he'll do so with the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
Well, for me, that's just really impressive for a guy his age. It's always exciting to see young players blossoming into stars right before your eyes.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Down the third baseline. And that's through for a hit.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Come on now.
Preston Tucker will stand in now, and as you can easily tell from the splits, he's really struggled away from home.
Hey, we got one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he swings on the first pitch as this is popped high into the air on the left side. Plouffe camps under it, and he's got it for out number 2.
Batting seventh, third baseman, Luis
Valbuena set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
0-1's the count.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Very economical to start out there. Got through that first inning on just 9 pitches. He's got a chance to keep it in single digits here again in the second.
2 out with the man at first. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Astros leave 1 We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Brian Dozier will stand in now, and as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far.
Number 2, Brian Dozier.
Hey, stick to your plan up there, kid. Get your pitch and drive it.
Nope.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Hey, let's go, big fella. That's
Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
Come on, guy.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting 6.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice playback guy. Look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mass, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Joe Mauer will stand in for the first time now, and he'll do so as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
Well, I don't think this should be a surprise to anybody. Most people know he's one of the best hitters in baseball.
Here we go, baby. Find a good pitch.
Hit hard up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle. You get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here just stays right on it and picks up a solid 1-out single.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there.
Hey, get your pitch. Stay hot up there.
First pitch of the at-bat. Yeah. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Hey, stay hot now.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Tap fouled at home plate. Bottom of the second here with no score. A little bouncer. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive.
Hey, see it. Drive it.
Here's the 0-2.
Nope.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Here you go. See it up. Let it fly.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Chop this one left side. Valbuena with the bare hand. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Welcome back to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Time now for the 3rd inning to get underway from Target Field. Scott Curry will dig in now. He's got that average up over 330 to begin the ball game.
Well, he's been hitting really well over his last 10 games or so, and he's someone to watch out for in this one.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so That's one he may want back.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And, oh, he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike two. Pulled toward right center field.
I got it, I got it, I got it.
One away here to begin the third.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Jason Castro will take his first cuts now. He was responsible for both of his club's runs batted in last night's ball game.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Sano shading to his right.
Got it, that's me,
Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
And if these guys want to keep hitting fly balls, I think he'll be happy with that. Especially when it's the guys down near the bottom of the lineup.
Hey, 2 outs.
Jose
here, 2 outs.
Altuve will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Come on, get ahead, stay ahead.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. Third inning, no score to this point. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Eddie Rosario digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Designated hitter, Eddie Rosario.
First offering on its way. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0.
Come on, big guy.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers. But he's doing a good job at the plate and not chasing.
Get your pitch.
Three and 0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, baby.
And he gets the call there, 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Hey, see you to rip it up there.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And you'd like to say, good job there, good eye. But in reality, nobody's swinging at that pitch. It's not even close.
Murphy.
John Ryan Murphy will get his first opportunity now. He's got to be feeling pretty good about things recently as you see his numbers over the course of the past 10 ball games.
Hey, let's go, kid. One time right here.
From the stretch. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Nobody out, runner on first.
Let it fly. Let's go right here.
Hit hard back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Come on now.
Coming to the plate now, Eduardo Nunez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Let her rip. Here we go.
First pitch on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one.
Let fry. Let's go right here.
And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at one. First and second here with nobody out. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in because you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, he'd been doing a really good job of working corner to corner, but this is one of the first pitches we've seen plate, and it's going to cost him a run as this will wind up being an RBI double.
Danny Santana comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position.
Yeah, and you know one man who'd love for him to come through big time right here is his pitcher. We'll see if he can get it done.
First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball one. Runners at second and third here. Nobody out.
And one time right now, kid. Here we go.
1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
This is the kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine. He's not trusting his stuff.
2-1. Here it is. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now. 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Hey, here we go. Come on now. One time.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's 2 walks now here in this third inning. I mean, it seems like he's having a hard time picking up the catcher right now.
Miguel Sano has a great opportunity now to break this game wide open as he comes to the plate with the bases loaded.
Yeah, and sure he's been watching closely here, Matt. Always feels great to get some run support from your guys.
And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
Well, right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so we probably won't be working the corners.
Bases loaded here. Nobody out.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
In there, and it's even at 1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Hey, see you didn't drive it here.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Tries to dump this one out to left. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
Now batting,
Oswaldo Arcia will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
As a hitter here, you've got to make him get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
3 runs already home here. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game.
Well, it's pretty evident that this is not going to be the outing that turns his fortunes around. Remember, he gave up 5 runs his last time out. And this is already 4 in this one, so it may be back to the drawing board yet again.
Brian Dozier will stand in with 4 runs home in the inning already and still nothing in the out column.
Yeah, I don't know quite where you go from here. You need something to break your way, or else this is going to be over early.
Hey, kids, see it. Drive it like you can. Let's go.
Now the Astros are going to get a left-hander up and cranking out in the bullpen. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Drive that pitch, huh?
4 runs here in this half inning.
Big guy, get your pitch, huh?
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Boy, he's in trouble enough already, and a wild pitch would only make things worse.
Right guy, right spot. Come on now, kid.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. None out. Runners at first and second.
There, kid, huh?
Hey, come on, big dog, get your pitch. Nobody better.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Marisnik will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Boy, that's the kind of play where you take your hat off and you wipe the sweat off your brow, even if it's cold outside. This guy's getting hammered right now. He better figure out something quick.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joe Mauer. He reached on a single in his first try.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
He's set, and the pitch. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Be patient, get yours.
1-0 count. Here it is. That evens it up 1-1.
Hey, get on for us here.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swing hard liner to left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, it's only the 3rd inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
Tom Koo is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while. Trevor Plouffe will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. The fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Hey, be patient. Get your pitch, huh?
1-0 pitch on the way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
Here it comes on 1-1. Chopped now to short. Can they get two?
Dig,
Reined in. One there. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Not really your prototypical double play ball here. This is a high chopper, so they wind up taking the first and second, and that's all they're going to get.
Eddie Rosario stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Here comes the first pitch. Left is for ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. You just fire that thing in there.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 6-0 ball game.
You want to put a big smile on the face of your starting pitcher? Give him a 6-run lead early on and see what you get. He's got to be loving this right now, and I got a feeling they're not done scoring runs for him yet.
Stepping in, John Ryan Murphy. He singled his last time up.
Here you go. Let it fly right here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch. Come on, let it fly right here.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 2 down, runners at first and second.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here you go.
Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. 3 innings complete. Minnesota leads this one 6-0. Jake Marisnick will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Here we go, guys. Let's do it.
A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Plouffe is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Yep, another good job right there to get that first out. And you can pretty much bet he's probably thinking to himself, anytime my boys get me 6 runs of support, I think we're going to be okay. This is a pretty tough hole to climb out of now.
Settling in now, Carlos Correa. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Here we go.
First delivery to him on the way. And that's in there for a strike. No runs, just one hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a little tapper. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. Well, those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
George Springer will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Here it comes.
Ball.
He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Might have been anticipating the sinker there because he was well under that one.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Eduardo Nunez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Your pitch right here. Let's go, kid. All right, come on now. One time. Let her fly.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1.
Come on, let it rip right here.
And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball 2.
Hey, let it rip one time. Need you right here.
And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Hey, let her fly up there, huh?
Hit to short. 1 away.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Ready now, Danny Santana. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Now here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Get a good one. Get a good rip on it, huh?
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Here we go.
Chopped foul right at home plate.
Get a good rip on it, huh?
Hey, grip it and rip it, kid. Let's go.
Scorched to third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Oh, good diving attempt right there at third base, but he just can't get to the ground fast enough to make that play, and it slips past.
Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep, huh? Here you go.
Here's Miguel Sano. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside the throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
And it looks like these guys just don't want to take their foot off the gas pedal. They know even a lead like this isn't safe, especially with a lot of baseball left to be played. So he's on the move here, and he's into second with that stolen base.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul.
Hey, hit me a seed right here.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Pitch outside. The throw is in time as he gets the tag down, and he's out trying to take third.
Well, I think this is just a bad decision right here. I mean, I love aggressive baseball. You know that. But you've got the number 3 hitter at the plate. Why not just stay there at second and give him a chance to drive you in?
To 2-2 now.
2-2.
This fastball is looking pretty lively right now.
Get your pitch. Hey, like you can up there, huh?
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes.
Good pitch, huh?
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
See it, drive it. Let's go. Right here.
Line drive to left.
Nice
So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly, and that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Let's go now. One time.
Here's Oswaldo Arcia as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
But now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. On the corner away, a ball and a strike.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient, because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2.
Come on, big guy. You got this.
Ready on 1-2. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Two out with the man at first. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1. They lead it 6-0. Tom Noonan heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
Hey, we got no outs.
Now here's the pitch. Right down Broadway that time. Strike one.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Fastball called for strike two.
Man, I don't know what he's waiting for. That one was even more down the middle than the last one was.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And the leadoff man gone now to start the fifth.
Now batting.
A look at our line score here through the first four, and as we've mentioned, just one hit for these guys this afternoon. Preston Tucker in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Plays at one now.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
And even when he's just laying pitches in there, they still swing right through him.
Nope.
And there's ball one. No runs, just one hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. This one's flared out toward left. Arcia ranging forward, and that's the second out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season.
Yeah, Matt, more of the same for him as he's currently leading the American League in that category. He's having himself just a fantastic season so far. Not only is he pitching well, but his team is playing great for him as well. You need run support and solid defense to rack up the wins like he is, and he's getting it.
Luis Valbuena is in with two away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Swing and a miss on the old flutter ball, even at 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Yeah, one pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Now a slider can't make it back to that outside edge, and that takes the count to 2-2 now.
Yeah, sort of a pesky at-bat up there. You know he'd just love to fire one more fastball by this guy and be done with this inning.
And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. They still find themselves down 6-0. Brian Dozier will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Number 2, Brian Dozier.
Hey, let her rip.
Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's getting bailed out at the plate.
Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
No strike.
When you're down by 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Let's go now. One time.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1.
Hey, let's go, kid. Here we go.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1. On deck, the lefty Joe Mauer.
Here you go.
And the count will be full. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Line toward the alley in left center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Yeah, this might have caught a little too much of the inside part of the plate. I think he wants us in a little tighter, but didn't get it in all the way, and it winds up costing him.
Into the box, Joe Mauer. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Hey, let it
1-0. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Here we go.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Altuve for one. Back to first, and Mauer is retired on the double play.
Now batting, third baseman.
And this just has highlight reel written all over it. Look at the dive to get to this thing, and then he doesn't even bother getting up. Just flip it from his belly and get the double play started.
Hey, see it.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Noonan has got it, and the side is retired. Twins retired in short order, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Scott Curry will come in now to start things out here in their half of the sixth as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just one hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that...
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Jason Castro is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. Swing and a little blooper to center. Santana is over.
Mine.
Makes the play, 1 away.
And into his 6th inning of work now. Let's take a look at the breakdown for him so far.
Jose Altuve will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Hey, let's roll 2.
First pitch is a slow knuckleball in there, 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
1-1.
That's outside.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And another foul ball. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Runners on first with 1 down. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
First and second now after the walk, and they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
Jake Marisnick is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or 2.
One away.
Now a swing here on the fastball as this is squirted up the first baseline. And this will get by Mauer and down the line. It's a fair ball. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Well, this is not exactly the most convincing swing you're going to see, but this is a results-oriented game. He manages to take the ball the other way and make his way aboard.
Carlos Correa will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
From the belt, the pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Kind of interesting to see how he's going to respond to this situation that he's worked himself into.
Inside.
Yeah, he hasn't found himself in too many tough spots, but he's got one now.
Good sharp slider there, and he couldn't catch up to it. 2-1 now.
I think he saw stars in his eyes there. He was thinking grand slam on that one.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits, both of them are singles. And he's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
George Springer will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Hey!
And that's in there for strike 1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Now 2 down.
High and deep to straightaway right. Sano going back on it at the track. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Eddie Rosario will stand in now to lead things off in the Minnesota 6th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And now a pitch on the way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
John Ryan Murphy will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on.
Hey, like you can right there. Square it up.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here we go.
Too high. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him.
And here's the numbers from his last appearance. And in a word, ugly. Boy, this guy just could never figure it out there, and he got hit with the loss and relief. And there's nothing else you can say. He deserved it.
Eduardo Nunez stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Pitch on the way. Oh, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. Valbuena scoops it up, throw in time, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. They lead it 6-0. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Tom Noonan will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. And he'll just watch this thing to try and get an idea. It's 0-1.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. So he can just flat out control a game. He's done that so far in this one, and we'll see if he can add another one to his shutouts lead.
Preston Tucker will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around. Now the pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
That's a ball.
Here's one that misses. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
Yeah, Matt, more of the same for him as he's currently leading the American League in that category. So far this year, nobody's had an answer for his stuff. He's been dominant. Not only that, but the defense behind him has been rock solid as well.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The pitch. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Tony Sipp will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Danny Santana steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Center fielder, Danny Santana.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Hey, we're patient up there.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
Hey, see it and drive it up.
1-1. Here it comes. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Come on, man. Get your pitch up there.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Get a good rip on it, huh?
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Full count here. Here comes the pitch.
Big guy, what time?
Here's a high pop-up. Valbuena is there for it. 1 out.
Up next for the Twins.
You see here on show track, that pitch up and in just ties him in knots. You leave that out over the plate, you'll be in trouble, but if you can locate there, things will be just fine.
Here's Miguel Sano.
Let's go, kid. One
As
time.
he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one.
you got it.
That
No
was a
one better.
dangerous
Let's go,
spot for a
kid.
good fastball hitter.
1 out, nobody on. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Hey, have a rip like you can. Here we go.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, let her rip, let her rip.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even
You're right
close.
here. One time, kid.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Popped up. Altuve is there for it. 2 gone.
Whatever he's doing out there, it's working out for him. That's back-to-back pop-ups here to start the inning, and he's just making it look easy.
Oswaldo Arcia will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here it comes. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
Hey, let her fly up there, huh?
And that misses 1-1.
Come on, kid.
And the pitch. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 2 out, nobody on.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Oh, big guy, get your pitch, huh?
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Scott Curry will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Come on, guys.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
And the 8th inning begins with a flyout, quickly 1 away.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. He's shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Jason Castro will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting the line drive right back up the middle.
And that's taken for strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He's feeling it now. I mean, this is turning into a clinic out there.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
And that's 3 straight pitches, all over 100 miles an hour. If he throws a changeup for a strike here, that guy's got no chance.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Castro is retired, 2 down now. There's a look at our line score, showing the home-standing Twins on top here in Minneapolis as they look to close this one out. Jose Altuve will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Hey, come on, get ahead, stay ahead.
Now here's the pitch. Grounded foul off to the right side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball 1.
1-1.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. They still find themselves down 6-0. Brian Dozier will start things out here for Minnesota with Joe Mauer on deck to follow.
Number 2, Brian Dozier.
See it up and drive it, huh?
Now here's the pitch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2.
Come on, big guy. See it? Drive it right here.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again.
right here.
Hey, let it fly. Let's go. Right here.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
This is nothing more than a great pitch here on 2-2. Just changeup that totally bottoms out right there. Very tough to do anything with that.
Get your pitch up there. Let's go, kid.
So here's Joe Mauer. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Come on, big guy. See it, drive it. See it, drive it.
Your pitch right here. Let's go, kid.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his third hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Runner at first here, one man out.
Hey, let her fly. Let her fly right here.
Hit hard to short.
Hey, nice drive.
And that's through for his first base hit in this one. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
You kind of wonder why guys would pitch to him in this situation. You know someone wants to end this streak, but he just finds a way to get another hit.
Here we go.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario. This is hit on the ground, but foul. Runners are at first and second with one away.
Hey, let her rip here.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Twins 6 and the Astros nothing. Jake Marisnick will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Hey, no one down here.
Now here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Carlos Correa will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. that getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Drilled on the ground is short. On to first, and now the Astros are up against it, down to their final out now.
The right fielder, number 4, George.
Can't ask for much more out of a starting pitcher. Working on a 2-hit shutout right now.
George Springer will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Hey, we got 2 down, fellas.
And now a pitch on the way. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Hard hit towards center.
Oh, I got it.
And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. The throw into second. And he is out at second base. And, partner, that's going to do it for this one.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian. And as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. Number 13 is our focus, and he really had it all working in his last start, collecting the complete game shutout for his efforts.
Well, it was just one of those dominant performances where he single-handedly won the game for his team. I mean, sure, his team got him at least one run, but the way he was throwing, it looked like he could have kept going all day. That's a game he'll remember for a long time, and I'm sure his teammates would be plenty happy if he can put out an effort similar to that.
MLB The Show has baseball coming your way on a summer night at Oriole Park in Baltimore. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Minnesota Twins and the Baltimore Orioles. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. He's one of the tougher outs around, and he's among the American League leaders in on-base percentage. He brings a very patient approach to the plate, and he's not afraid to take a walk if he doesn't get what he wants. That, and he's a very good hitter, too.
Matt Kloboff gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, one of the anomalies of this season, he has just not pitched well at home. Really struggled.
Adam Jones comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Adam Jones.
And that's taken for strike one. And EK, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
And they didn't have a whole lot of success on that recent homestand. They won just 3 times, so things are going to need to improve as they head out onto this road trip.
And Jones takes this one for a ball, 1-1. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. That's going to even up the count at 2-2.
Hey, plays the one. Here we go.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference maker in this game. He went 4 for 4 last game, doing everything he could to give his team the chance to get the win. Going to be pretty tough to improve on a performance like that one, but he'll try and carry the momentum from last game into this one.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
And he lays off for ball 1.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
This is in the air out to right. Moving under it, Buxton. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, their starter has a ton of strikeouts, among the league leaders. That sometimes leads to some complacency out in the field. They're going to have to stay on their toes, be ready, because they will be involved.
Chris Davis gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. You got to figure that that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And Mauer will look up and put it away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail things here 2-0. Eddie Rosario will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
First pitch coming. Here it is. He'll start the second with a curveball that's taken here for ball 1. EK, you look at these Orioles as they begin play here tonight. They've been on a real nice run of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 22 on the year, as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, well, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Batting 8.
Standing in now, Danny Santana. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 10 home runs, 39 driven in. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Straight smoke right there. Both pitches in the upper 90s.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first out.
Now the question is, did he get the glove under the ball? Let's ask show motion. And it looks like it did to me. It's pretty close, but I think that's a good catch.
John Ryan Murphy will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Yeah! Fastball in there for a called strike. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Well, accuracy is always appreciated with umpires, and Fillmore, he's no exception. He'll miss one here and there, but it's really pretty rare from what I hear.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
I got the count.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Hey, let her fly up there, huh?
Skied into straightaway right. Alvarez is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the Orioles. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, Matty, Adam Jones, the center fielder out of Morris High School in San Diego. He's got multiple gold gloves to his name. Very, very athletic. In fact, maybe the most athletic center fielder in all of baseball.
Eduardo Nunez will try again here. He doubled to kick off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
That really got this ball club going. When your leadoff guy gets on like that,
ball inside,
kind of just fuels the momentum. Everybody starts to hit.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here
The
we
windup and the 1-0 pitch.
ball.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
on, big guy.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Saunders is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Twins 3 and the Orioles nothing. Manny Machado will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Grounded to short. Nunez is up with it and taken in out there for the first out.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Jonathan Schoop.
Jonathan Schoop will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Grounded back up the middle. Dozier fields it cleanly. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Well, there's not a whole lot you could really do here. You see him do everything he can to get rid of this ball quickly. He tries to just basically whip this thing over to first, but it's too late.
Michael Saunders will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Oh, I'll tell you, no hitter wants to go through a streak like this. Already the numbers don't look very good, and now he's hitless in his last 10.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope,
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
And that's through for a hit.
No run, no run. Cut hole.
Now to the plate, Dariel Alvarez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
It's sharply toward third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean, hammered out there. But he's going to wind up with nothing to show for it.
Stepping in now, Caleb Joseph. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 8 home runs and 21 driven in.
1-1.
And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1.
Gotta hold him right here. Let's go. Let's go.
And not a real good 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And another foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Good battle. Count remains full. He's set. Here's the 3-2. To short, hit hard. The throw's a low one, and he can't make the scoop at first as it's in and out of the glove.
Batting ninth.
I don't know if there's anything really to pinpoint about this play. It might have been one of those where he never really got a good grip on the baseball. And he winds up kind of throwing a sinker across the diamond to first base, and it skips right on by.
Into the box now, Kevin Toney, as he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike one. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 2 home runs and 7 driven in. Bases are loaded here, 2 down.
Nope.
And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. So the error winds up not costing him as they leave the bases loaded. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Twins 3 and the Orioles nothing. Byron Buxton is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Hit out towards second. Scope with the bare hand. It's there, and he's out.
Oh, what a play. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Hey, see it. Drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Full count, 3-2.
So many times pitchers will get ahead, then they'll start to mess around, and the next thing you know, it's a full count like it is here.
Hey, your pitch right here. Let's go.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Digging in to try it again, Oswaldo Arcia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And a ball, 1-0. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
2 balls,
and he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
Come on.
The 2-0 on the way. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Right here, kid.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Step on the bag for one. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. We'll see Adam Jones when we come back. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Twins lead it 3-0. And here is Adam Jones now. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Adam Jones.
Here we go, guys. Let's go.
Fans, remember that it's Friday night here at the ballpark. That means stick around after the game for another Fireworks Friday presented by MLB The Show. The presentation will begin approximately 15 minutes after the final out, so be sure to stay in your seats following the game. Fans, it's getting close to back-to-school time here at the ballpark, but there's still time to take in a few more games before that dreaded first bell rings. Individual seats are still available, or why not pick up a 4- or 6-game mini plan? Perfect for those final few nights of summer vacation. Visit any stadium ticket window for ticket information.
We got no outs.
First pitch on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Ball 1.
Inside.
And he takes a called strike 2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Set to deal on 2-2. Full count now. 3-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
At the plate, Eugenio Suarez. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he'll just watch this thing to try and get an idea. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory.
I got it.
And this will be corralled by Mauer, and that's out number 2. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. And pitching wins, they just aren't as celebrated these days as they once were. But I'll tell you, if you're leading the league, you're one of the best pitchers around. We'll see if he can hold on and add another win to his total in this one.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Chris Davis is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so you make him show you that he can hold back.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail it here 3-0. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Joe Mauer settles in to start things out for Minnesota.
Come on, guy, get your pitch right here.
Here comes the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And that's in there for his strike, 1-1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. And I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
And here's a swing and a miss by Mauer as he's down on strikes for the first out.
Well, some guys use the fastball to get to 2 strikes and then use something else to get you out. Not this guy. He works backwards here and winds up getting them with back-to-back fastballs in the end.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
Hit in the air to left. Saunders shading to his right. 2 gone.
And you'll see where this pitch is. It's up, but it's up far enough that he can't quite get on top of it. And he winds up lifting a lazy fly ball.
In now, Eddie Rosario. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go, kid.
Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
Far behind that first pitch that he over-adjusted and was so far ahead of this one.
On the ground up the middle. Tony ranging up the middle. Spin throw. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Danny Santana stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Three runs, 5 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
Boy, a 2-out single, now nearly a hit by pitch. You've got to be careful right here not to let this inning get away from you.
2-1, here it is. Oh, tough pitch. Things just not going his way on the mound right now. 3-1.
I think you can kind of see why his ERA is where it is. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
And that one is a called strike as he's rebounded to run it full now. 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Let's go now. One time.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Twins 3 and the Orioles nothing. Leading off the inning, Manny Machado, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1.
Here we go, guys.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Murphy waits on it.
Got it.
And he's retired, 1 away.
And his control's been real good here into the middle innings now. You'll see where this pitch is. Another great location right on the corner. and he gets him to pop it up.
Here's Jonathan Scope now.
Hey, get ahead, stay ahead right now.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out.
That's a ball.
And there's ball one. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
At the plate, Michael Saunders. He singled his last time up. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Nunez is camped under this one, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail in this one 3-0. John Ryan Murphy heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Catcher, John Ryan Murphy.
Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now.
Hey, 1 pitch. Make it yours.
Hey, see it, drive it. See it, drive it.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Yeah, and this is something he'll figure out as time goes along. It's not how hard you throw, it's how well you can disrupt a hitter's timing. Growing up, guys are used to just blowing the ball by hitters, but once you get to this level, it doesn't always work out that way.
Eduardo Nunez steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1.
Hey, have a rip up there right now, huh?
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
All right, come on now, let it fly.
Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Push to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And that's not a good start to the inning on the mound. Back-to-back hits have him in trouble again, and at this point, they can't afford to let this deficit get any wider than 3.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Michael Givens is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Byron Buxton will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed, as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here.
And now he gets to face some fresh meat. He's already got 1 homer in this game, remember.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Hey, get your pitch right now. Wait for your pitch up there, huh?
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Let's go, big dog.
First and second here with nobody out.
Wait for a good one, huh?
And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient, because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Hey, have a good rip up there, huh?
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, I think there's something to be said for being patient, and then there's being overly patient. I mean, especially with 2 strikes, you've got to protect the plate up there. But he looks at 4 pitches, and he never even took the bat off his shoulder.
Work it ahead. Come on,
Here's
baby.
Brian Dozier now, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Hey, let her fly right here.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
Hey, you can't find it. Be patient, huh? They can come to you.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch and let it rip. Let's go.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ball driven to deep left center. The outfield is gone. A home run. So a 3-run shot to left center, number 17 for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you're paying your big horse to do out there. I think he knew he wasn't going to get a fastball right there, so he just stays back as long as he can and then just explodes right through the zone.
Oswaldo Arcia will stand in now following the home run. And you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, kid.
He's set. Here it comes. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. The tail of the tape on that last home run, 410 feet. 3 runs already home here.
Hey, need you right here, one time.
Seared down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, Matt, as we take a look at this graphic here, you can see this isn't one of the stats this team is very proud of. So with an inflated team ERA like that, they're used to having to outscore people to win. That puts an awful lot of pressure on their offense.
First delivery to him on the way. Joe Mauer stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
When you're down by 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Hey, no one better. Let's go, kid.
All right, one time, right here, kid.
2-1 after the foul ball there. 2 out, nobody on.
Let her rip, let her rip.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there.
Hey, see it deep and drive it. What do you say?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
We got a full count.
Swing, strike 2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Hey, get your pitch here, squared up.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it. Saunders makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Twins 6, and the Orioles nothing. Leading off the inning, Dario Alvarez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Yep, another good job right there to get that first out. And you can pretty much bet he's probably thinking to himself, anytime my boys get me 6 runs of support, I think we're going to be okay. This is a pretty tough hole to climb out of now.
Caleb Joseph, the hitter now. 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year, and they're on the board at 6-1.
Well, with the hole they've dug themselves here early, it's definitely a long road back, but stranger things have happened, and who knows? Or maybe we'll look back on this home run as being the one that got the huge comeback started.
Up next for the Orioles.
Into the box, Kevin Toney. He'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. One out, nobody on. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Now a fastball. Oh, strike 3 called on a pitch that looked inside. Instead, it's out number 2.
You can bet he's muttering to himself heading back to the dugout. He's not alone. These guys have just had a frustrating time of it from beginning to end thus far.
Adam Jones will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Hey, 2 here.
2 out, nobody on. And Jones takes this one for a ball, 1-1.
1 strike.
Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Trevor Plouffe will stand in now to lead things off in the Minnesota 6th.
Third baseman number 24, Trevor Plouffe.
Hey, get your pitch up there.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
I need to see that again because it looked like he flat missed that call behind the plate.
Hey, like you can.
The 1-0 delivery. 1-0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed. 1-1.
Now, 1 time, let it fly.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, see it? Drive it right there.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Let's go, kid. 1 time, right here.
Here you go. Let it fly right here.
Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. To first. Fielded cleanly by Davis. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Boy, just so late on that fastball, and you're not too surprised about that when you're facing a reliever that throws as hard as this guy does. And it's an easy play at first to take it himself for the out.
Eddie Rosario will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling.
Hey, put one in the gap right here, huh?
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
See it, drive it, let's go, right here. Come on, baby, get your pitch, right now.
The 0-1 pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
2 pitches right on the outside corner. If he's going to keep looking at him, they might as well just stay out there. Why not?
All right, come on.
Bases
now.
are empty, one man out.
Let it fly, buddy.
That one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2.
Let's go, kid. Here we go.
Your pitch right here, kid. Let's go.
And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
See it, drive it like you can.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder,
Danny Santana will stand in, hoping he can find a little green out there for once. He's lined out twice thus far.
Well, sitting up here, it looks like there's a lot of wide open spaces, but he's been hitting them right at people all game long.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
There we go.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike.
Hey, looking for yours now. Come on, kid.
0-2, here it comes. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. They lead it 6-1. Eugenio Suarez will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
First offering on its way. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Chris Davis will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
A fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Arcia able to look this one in, and that's out number 2.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. And it's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Manny Machado is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go.
Hopped up.
Up, look up.
Mauer is there for it.
Mine.
And that ends the inning. Brad Brock is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Number 35, Brad Brock.
John Ryan Murphy will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
John Ryan Murphy.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Hey, I've ripped that up there, huh?
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, let her fly right here.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, let's take a look at the sequence here on Show Track. The first 3 pitches, they're all going to be down in the zone. So now you've got the guy thinking he's going to see something else around the knees. Boom. That's when they change the sight level and get that last pitch by him at the letter.
Leading off the inning, Jonathan Scope. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Hey, nobody gone now.
Ball 1. And that misses 1-1.
Where's that 1 here?
Ball 2.
Inside and low, 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit to short. Nunez gloves it, and he's set down 1 away. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA.
Yeah, Matt, more of the same for him as he's currently leading the American League in that category. So far this year, nobody's had an answer for his stuff.
1-0.
He's been dominant. Not only that, but the defense behind him has been rock solid as well.
To short. Nunez scoops it up. Throw gets him 2 down.
The right fielder, number 14.
Dario Alvarez will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get back to the swing he put on the ball in his first at-bat. He got himself a nice solid line drive that just didn't fall.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Hit back up the middle, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail 6-1. Caleb Joseph will stand in to start out their half of the eighth with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And a good throw gets him one gone. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. So when you hand him the ball, you know he's going to have a pretty good chance of closing the deal. And you know, complete games are getting more and more rare in today's game. He's a rare breed. I really enjoy watching him pitch.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Adam Jones will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Here's a knuckleball that runs inside, and he's behind 2-0 here. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. A beautiful nighttime view there of the Baltimore skyline as we head to the top of the 9th in this one. Striding in to start the 9th, Eugenio Suarez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Knuckleball there, but it dances outside. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Here we go, guys.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
You can't afford to be doing that when you're playing catch-up.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
And his lone blemish thus far has been that 5th inning home run. Other than that, he's been nearly untouchable out there.
Chris Davis will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Chopped weakly to the left. Murphy gonna have to hurry on to first, and the Orioles.
Third baseman, number 13.
Manny Machado will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Buxton ranging back, and this one is gone. A home run. It's a solo home run. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs.